What's going on? This is your man John Fortune, your host of the Frustrated Fan Sports Show. And of course, when you see my man Jeremiah, we're going around the league. This is the week before the final week of the season. I hope everyone enjoyed their Christmas. Jeremiah probably enjoyed his Christmas with his family and everything. We had family stuff that was going on. So trust me, when family calls, we gotta do what we gotta do. But with that being said, we're going to talk about the games that did happen, the games that happened over Christmas. So we're going to start off with the Commanders Cowboys game. I already gave my assessment of this game and what needs to happen moving forward. What was your thoughts on this game, Jeremiah?
Oh man, the Cowboys. It was one of those games that honestly well, for one, let's talk about the whole slate of the Christmas Day games.
Right.
The Christmas Day games, when the NFL had really good intentions when they first came out with that schedule, right at the beginning of the year, right? Because these were the teams that were supposed to be in there. You would think the Commanders versus Cowboys and Chiefs and everything else was supposed to have been like really, really big Christmas Day, but it didn't turn out to be that way. Mainly because of injuries and things like that deal with the Commanders. But even with that, the Cowboys, I mean, Dak. I look at this game as far as the Cowboys are concerned. Dak did what he needed to do against a team, an inferior team at the time right now, right?
Right.
The Commanders are all broken up. Jaden Daniels shut down for the year, and it isn't their year. This actually helps them out in their draft spot.
Exactly.
So I didn't put too much stock in the game. I did watch it, but I'm not surprised that Dak Prescott looked like an all pro. Playing against on a Christmas Day game, because he plays good in meaningless games. I can say that much. he plays good in meaningless games.
Yeah, won't throw an interception or nothing.
Right.
But what?
He's still a good quarterback though. He's still a good quarterback, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, and I would agree with you. Like when you think about all the teams that played on Christmas, only one is going to make the playoffs.
Only one.
That's crazy. But they went with the teams that they felt their combined fan bases would be enough. You add the fan bases, you add Christmas, it was going to be a thing where everybody was going to be in front of the TV. Now, I'll be doing a video about the reasoning the NFL has taken over Christmas and why the NBA failed. Because they understand at one time, the NFL would have never tried it.
Well, yeah, right.
But I'll go into that in another round. But the Commanders they're done. They're done. I'm waiting for them to just go ahead and start sitting everybody else. Let all the young guys play. I think it's time to see what you got in your young guys and your backups.
Yep.
I personally feel that with the amount of players that's on the team and especially the young guys, I think it's time for them to get some competition. It's time for them to see that there's a chance that they can lose their jobs if they don't step up. So that was my take from that game. Next is the Lions and the Vikings. How did you feel about this game?
Okay, this this is a game that the Lions had no business losing, right? The game the Lions had no business doing. They only had like a 4% or 5% chance to make it to playoffs anyways. But the fact of the matter is, they still had a percentage of hope. And the Lions should not have lost that game. But they lost that game because they turned the ball over a lot.
A whole lot.
You know what I'm saying? A lot. And then I don't even know who was the quarterback. I don't even know his name.
Burmeister or something like that. You know what? It kind of reminded me of the Christmas movie Burgermeister.
He only had like 50. It was him that only had like 50 some odd passing yards for the entire game.
And remember when they played the Seattle Seahawks, remember he was the one that was, instead of taking the sack, sat up there and was going down and threw the interception that went for a pick six.
Went back the other way. Yeah. It was like Man, that game, like I said, Detroit had no business. Let's see, Jahmyr Gibbs fumbled. Jared
Hmm.
Goff lost, turned the ball over. Matter of fact, he didn't. I don't think when on one of them he just lost the snap. Just lost the
Right.
snap and the ball just went out. The Vikings, the Vikings defensively look good. Now, the defensive coordinator, are they gonna give him a job again? A head coaching job again? Is
Well,
that gonna happen?
there's spots that he can go. There,
Yeah,
I mean, I hope they don't fire Mike McDaniel in Miami. I hope they just let him draft a quarterback or find a quarterback for himself.
yeah,
But um, he should get another opportunity. I think the Miami thing is unfortunate for any coach at this point. I mean, you're
right.
talking about we haven't really seen a successful coach in Miami since maybe Don Shula,
Yeah.
and that's a long time ago.
Hey, and while you're talking, going back to your predictions at the beginning of the season, I think you said Detroit is the one that's gonna fall off. I mean,
Fall
they
off.
they, they started out good. They started out good, but they fell off like middle late to late season in the year, and now they're not making the playoffs. That's a big
Yeah,
drastic difference between what they were 14-2 last year.
yeah, they were.
No,
I think
what is that 14-2?
yeah,
Mathematics is not right.
they were 14. Yeah, they were 14-2 because they
Or
remember
15.
they were the number one overall seed. And
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah,
that
yeah. They were.
the
Yeah, they
only
were.
game they lost was they only lost a couple games. It was like the game against I think they lost the Green Bay game and they lost I think they played Philadelphia. No, they played us. No, I think they played Philadelphia and lost. Something like
Right.
that. Because it wasn't it was because they walked because remember they clinched real early on. They clinched
Yeah.
the playoff spot and the number one overall seed very early.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That it came down to them and the Vikings. I remember that last game of last year was Sam Donald had a bad game,
Right.
and the Lions ended up taking the overall number one spot.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, and I mean, like as that game was going on, you just saw them just completely collapse. It was
yeah,
like they weren't trying to do anything, and it
nope,
was like I don't know what's happening with this team. The Vikings, yeah, I mean, I think this is it. Like, but I kind of figured that. Remember, I said that. I said that in
yeah,
our both in the predictions. The difference was that the Lions was going to be last. No, yeah, I think I said that the Bears would come up a slot and the
yeah,
lines will fall off. The Bears are number one. That's crazy.
yeah. That
That's the
is.
crazier part. And
It
now we're
definitely
talking
is.
about basically the Lions and the Vikings switched out for because Green Bay was the lower seed last year.
Yep.
So now they're going to be a little higher in the seed, but now the Bears have basically replaced both the Lions and the Vikings in their own division. So that's pretty crazy. Um, the last game was the Broncos Chiefs. I think that everybody knew the Chiefs was going
Yeah,
to lose this game because,
yeah.
and we're also seeing that there is no replacing Patrick Mahomes. Like
No.
you can't even find a backup that can do anything substantial or even
Mm-mm.
close to what he do. And I do feel that Andy Reid has kind of been very laxed on his backups because he was so used to Patrick never really being injured.
Yeah,
And it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
and now he's in a situation where he might have to find him a very top level or some level of quality backup just in case Mahomes goes down ever again. It's
Yeah.
not to say he will, but uh, and of course the Broncos did do what they've been doing all season.
All season
I mean,
long.
it's like they find out at the last minute. Oh, are we supposed to win this game? All right, let's go ahead and win this game.
We are better this team, right?
Yeah. So we were playing the Chargers, but I thought we were playing a better Chargers. I mean,
Yeah.
Chiefs, but I thought we was playing a better Chiefs team.
Right.
And they came out and they came out with the win. I mean, what was your thoughts on it though?
Just like the my first thought was because I honestly I tuned in mainly the fourth quarter of this game. I'm
Hmm.
tuning in mainly the fourth quarter of this game, and I looked at the score and I was like, typical Broncos fashion. I said it's not a if it's not a Broncos game if they don't make it interesting.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If they don't make it close. But the Broncos did what they needed to do. They ended up coming out on top. and they pretty much dominating the fourth quarter. Even though I think they had like one
One
touchdown. That
touchdown. It was one touchdown.
one touchdown, and that pretty much iced the game.
Right.
The Chiefs really couldn't do anything. There was a
Mhm.
like little dink and dunk pass to Travis Kelce. Travis
Yeah,
Kelce had a couple catches that game, but
and that's
it's
all
not like
Gardner Minshew was looking at.
yeah,
It's all he
and
was looking at.
it's like I know, right? But it's not like he can do anything too much after the catch anymore.
Right.
Typically he gets tackled as soon as he catches the ball. He might get a yard or two, but I think that's it for Travis Kelce, unless he decides to return next year, which I don't think he should. But no, man, it's kind of hard. Someone will keep paying you millions of dollars to play football, even though you ain't good at it anymore, or you're not as good at it anymore, but still getting paid millions of dollars to do it.
Well, I mean, that's what happens when that black man swag goes away.
Yeah, look,
uh,
I ain't seen him do the Doug. He was doing the Dougie. He was doing all types of stuff a
all
couple years ago.
yeah, all of a sudden
Thank
it's
you,
like,
Lynn. All that.
yeah, now he's just like, yeah, he's not the same player anymore. Not the same personality. That toughness must have left.
Yeah,
So we're gonna go ahead. Today there's a game today. There's
yeah, there is.
actually a game on Saturday, and it's so crazy that we're doing that. But Texans Chargers, what you think about that game? In fact, that game is going to be happening what in three
And
hours?
and a few, not that long from here.
Yeah,
Man,
Texans Chargers.
this game, the point spread on this is very low. This is 1.5.
And
This
you
is
know
this
what?
is
I'm not surprised. I'm
yeah,
actually not surprised.
yeah. It's only 1.5. They right now the Chargers are favored just because they're home. Just because
Hmm.
they're home. That's the only reason why they gave it to them, because they're home. This is another pick'em game. It's a pick'em game. But I feel like the defense. I think even though Justin Herbert's been playing pretty good this year, I feel
Hmm.
like this defense of Houston Texans is going to present another problem for him. And then we may see the Justin Herbert of the past showing this game. All they need to do is get. I think if Houston's able to get, it doesn't matter what a turnover comes from. As long as they're able to get one turnover, they should be able to win this game. Uh, but if they get two turnovers, they're going to win. That's just how I feel. I feel like because another possession, and CJ Stroud's playing pretty good, good enough to get the Texans over the hump over the hump in this game.
The thing about this game that I think the Texans may miscalculate is Justin Herbert running the ball. And
You think
because
so?
I think that they're going to be in the mode of locking up the receivers. Because
Yeah.
Lad McConkey has done nothing this year, like pretty much absolutely nothing this year. And
Hmm.
that's kind of crazy that all the second year guys aren't having the type of production that they had last year. And I think McConkey is what, third? He's no, this is second year, right? This is second year.
Yeah, just second.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
second year because him and
So,
Xavier Legette got drafted
yeah, yeah,
same year.
yeah. Right. So yeah, it's like, right now I think that if the Texans miscalculate and they
Hmm.
don't take Justin Herbert serious as a runner, they're going to be in trouble. And that's where they will mess around and lose.
Hmm.
I agree. I think this is going to be a tight game because they're not accounting for Justin Herbert as a threat
Yeah,
because his finger. But I think he will be a threat running the ball more than anything. So I do agree. I think this will be a close game, and like you said, the pick'em game.
yeah,
Next is the Ravens Packers. Packers. No Micah Parsons. Rashawn Gary hasn't gotten a sack. I think it's been the past 3 or 4 games or something like that. He was on the tear starting out, but he kind of slowed down towards the end.
yeah.
Ravens lost a big game and they're out.
They did.
They're out. Well, technically, there's
Technically,
not
they
out,
still in. Yeah,
but
right.
they're out. Um, and I think that dealing with the Ravens are known as upset people. Like
Yeah.
they like to ruin people's opportunities. So, what's your thoughts on the Ravens versus the Packers?
The question is Lamar Jackson healthy? Is he playing? Because I know he had, and that says like minor back problems when he got hit in the helmet and hit with the in the back last game.
So far, I haven't seen nothing that said he's out. But I mean, I don't see anything that says that he's
Yeah.
out of the game.
Well, if
So,
if if he's playing, if he's back up to Lamar Jackson level, but he's been injured, he's been nicked to injured. It don't even matter. I'm gonna go with the Packers with or without Michael Parsons. It doesn't matter. But I feel like this game will still end up being close. I don't think it's going to be a dominated game. It all depends. It all depends on what they do on the offense side of the ball. I'm not sure if Jordan Love's playing this game, but I
He's
think
out.
he's out. So
He's out.
Malik Willis still got him. Malik
Hmm.
Willis been playing pretty good for Green Bay whenever he went stepped in as a backup.
But he got hurt.
Uh,
He got hurt in the last game too. So
yeah.
I don't know how if he's 100%.
Okay, that's another injury. I tell you what. I tell you what. If it come to let's say if Malik Willis is able to be at least 90, I would pick them.
Okay.
I go with them. Um, because Lamar Jackson has been playing banged up too.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? He doesn't even look as shifty as he normally is. You know how normally he's quick, he's
Right.
moving pretty fast, and his acceleration ain't there. Like he's normally he
Hmm.
can run, but
Yeah.
his acceleration it's like Christian McCaffrey. Christian McCaffrey doesn't have top end speed, but
Hmm.
his acceleration is very fast. He
Hmm.
gets to his top end speed faster than anyone else does, and so does Lamar. Uh, but I'm a roll with the Packers. I'm just gonna roll with them.
I'm going with the Ravens.
Yeah,
I think that the injuries to the quarterbacks are key, but
yeah,
I also think that they'll use Derrick Henry more. Like they'll
yeah,
have him run the ball. And if Lamar Jackson does get injured, I do like that Tyler Huntley is the backup because the
yeah.
offense does not change.
Does not
So,
change. Yeah,
so it's one of those things where it's a very consistent offense. Huntley may be a more accurate quarterback slightly than Lamar Jackson, but at the same time, I trust his arm a little bit better. So this might be the battle of the backups. And if that's the case, then I'll go for the Ravens. I just think Hunley is a better backup than Malik Willis. Next is the Bucks Dolphins. That's tomorrow that game starts at 1 tomorrow. So
hmm
and
that's
this is a big
yeah, big
implication
game.
for the
It is.
Carolina Panthers because they silly enough lost the game when they needed the game.
Yeah.
So what's your thoughts on that?
Well, the Bucks definitely needs this game. It won't matter in the grand scheme of things if Carolina loses against the Seahawks.
Hmm.
Because if the Bucks lose their game, Carolina loses the game, it all comes down to Week 18.
Right.
The only way it makes a difference is the Bucks lose and the Carolina Panthers win. And then there's no point of the Week 18 match. There's no implication of getting the playoffs. But with the Bucks they've been on I think they lost 5 of the last 6 games or
Yeah.
4 out of 5 last 6. It's even they are at full strength and still couldn't win against Carolina last week.
Abuka
They
tailed off big time.
Yeah, he did. He only had one catch for 40 yards last week.
Hmm.
I'm not sure if just because Baker Mayfield's not looking his way or plays not being called we don't know since Mike Evans and Chris Godwin is back, just taking some of his targets away. But even when they were in, Emeka Book was still getting off at the beginning of the season.
Exactly.
Um,
Exactly.
and the Dolphins, we don't know what we're going to get. We don't know what we're going to get. They got Quentin Ewers starting as the quarterback. Um, it's I'm more prone. This is in Miami. I believe this is in Miami. So Miami can play pretty decent at home. But even that, I'm gonna still take the Bucks. The Bucks know this is a must-win game for them. And honestly, the way the NFL set up, it won't surprise me. They're gonna make come down to Week 18, regardless of the fact is just to flex them until maybe that Sunday night game or at least the afternoon game between the Carolina Panthers and the Bucks to make some money. It's a business, so I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Like with Quinn Ewers starting and going up against that starting Bucks defense, knowing what the implications are for them,
Yeah,
because again they have to win to get in. The same thing with Carolina. Like somebody's got to win to get in, and that's
yeah.
the only way to get it done. So I'm with you. I'm going Bucks in this game. I can't go to Dolphins because of the Quinn Ewers thing, and I just think that he's going to struggle against a Bucks defense, and I think that's it. And I
Did,
think that's where it goes.
hey, did you know Jason Pierre-Paul played for the Bucks?
You know what? I didn't know he was still on the Bucks, but I'm not surprised
No,
he's with.
I think they picked him back because he hadn't played in like 2 years. I think they had signed him. They
Okay,
had
okay,
ended up
okay,
signing him.
okay.
Yeah, so
All
he
right,
ain't been all season, but yeah.
so next we got the Divisional game, Patriots Jets. This is it for them. I think the Patriots
Yeah.
just ripped this game off. What's your thoughts?
Man, the Jets are gonna do it, and I think the more weeks that go by, I think Drake May is close to shutting me up in regards to him playing, because he's out there launching that thing, man. He's out here playing pretty well. I think he had 380 yards last week. I think he threw
Mhm.
380 last week. But the Patriots are a better team. The Jets, and they're looking for draft position at this point. And they already fired Steve Wilkes, so it's the boat is sinking for this season for them.
Mhm.
We'll see what happens next season. In the next, at least you gotta give a coach at least 3 seasons to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just to make things work. A GM and a coach, you gotta give them at least 3 seasons. Whenever you're starting all over, and then at that point in time, you can fire him or you can re-sign him. All depends. But I got the Patriots in the landslide on this one.
I got the Patriots as well. Again, this has been an easy schedule for Drake May,
Yeah,
so he should be doing well.
yeah,
As far as the Jets go, my concern with them is that Aaron, with the firing of Steve Wilkes, and I
yeah.
think they fired another coach too. I think they fired the offensive coordinator. They fired another coach. So
Scapegoats, man.
yeah, and it's just one of those things where, unlike when he was in Detroit and they had their
Mhm.
bad season,
Yeah,
Dan Campbell stuck with Aaron Glenn and with Ben Johnson. He's
yeah. And that was the
firing,
first season.
he's firing his coordinators already,
Yeah,
and this is not a good sign,
it's a panic
so,
button, man.
and so I'm concerned for him in regards to the next season,
Yeah,
because if you're firing coordinators year one, you're not going to make it to year three. It's just no way to do it. So I'm going Patriots in this game as well. Next
yeah.
is the Steelers Browns. So there's a lot of talk about the factor of, is Shador really as good as people thought he was and things like that.
Hmm.
And the thing I keep saying is that prior to him coming in the game, y'all weren't throwing the ball downfield. Then on top of that, some of the interceptions are not even his fault, because
Right.
you can't justify a guy he throws the ball to directly into his hands and he just drops it and
Yeah.
there's nothing he can do. And then guys blocking the passes at the line of scrimmage, it's nothing he can do about that.
Yep.
But I still think he's their future at quarterback.
Yep.
I like him as a player, and I think he's going to be good. Steelers, Mike. I said this to somebody else. The Steelers could
Hmm.
possibly make the Super Bowl and mess around and win, all while the Pittsburgh fan base is talking about firing Mike Tomlin. This man has done nothing but basically getting ready to win the division
Yep.
and march his team into the playoffs with a chance to go up against teams that his team might actually be better than. What are your thoughts on that game, on this game?
Well, Steelers fans are spoiled. So you can say that's the reason why they won. They haven't been in a franchise where they weren't winning. Only thing I do is switch that coach out and then have consecutive losing season. Then they're gonna be like, we wish we had Mike Tomlin back.
Exactly,
You know what
exactly.
I'm saying? I always say fans are irrational. Um, they just are. A good pickup for the Steelers was Adam Thielen. He hasn't
Yes.
done too much, but he's especially with this upcoming game with DK Metcalf being out for the next 2 games,
Hmm.
for mushing the fan or whatever, which was crazy. That's about as far as money is concerned. As
I
far as
thought it
money
was
is
fun. I
concerned,
thought it was pretty
yeah,
funny because I'd have
yeah,
did the
yeah,
same
yeah,
thing.
yeah. I didn't know they can take they took the guarantee out of his contract, 40 million.
Yeah, that
That,
that
that
was
that's
shot.
that's
That was
that
surprising.
Yeah, yeah. He knew he can get suspended. He's like,
Mhm.
all right, man. I know what my action's gonna get. It's gonna get me at least a suspension. 40 mil, I don't know. He probably with 40 mil. Like, I'm gonna catch you after the game. I'll send somebody your way.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, you getting these hands? Oh,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
getting?
yeah. It just
In
it
fact,
just won't be
I'm
in the
going to
stadium.
track you. I'm going to track you on social media so I could catch you at the grocery store, the gas station, something. You getting these
Right,
hands?
right. All right. So is Myles Garrett playing this game? Because I know he had lower back.
Miles is in because he's trying to get that one
That's that
sack.
record. Yeah, I
Yeah,
think he's going to. I think he's going to get. I think he'll get it on this game. Matter of fact, Aaron Rodgers might pull the Brett Favre move.
and just hand it to him. That's
hey,
pretty hilarious.
hey, it'd be crazy because if Aaron Rodgers, let's say Aaron Rodgers won the Super Bowl for the Steelers, that Aaron Rodgers beat the Steelers in the Super Bowl, right? Without Steelers when they played in the Super Bowl, right? Yeah, it was
Mhm.
Steelers. It
Yeah,
was
yeah. They lost to the Steelers in the
yeah.
no.
No,
They
the
beat the
Packers beat the
Steelers.
Steelers
Yeah, they beat the
before
Steelers
Aaron
in the
Rodgers Super
first.
Bowl.
The first.
That'd be
Yeah,
crazy if he ends up winning the Super Bowl for the Steelers after he
for the
beat them in the
Steelers.
first. Yeah,
It,
but I got the Steelers
that
on this
would
game.
be a big thing. He's the quarterback that beats the Steelers in his Super Bowl. He's the
Yep.
quarterback that beats the Green Bay Packers in the. That would
That
be
would
something.
that'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Yeah.
I got Steelers winning. This is a low point spread too, but
Yeah, and plus with the Steelers, when they started utilizing Darnell Washington, who, by the way,
yeah,
everybody, that was
the
my
big boy.
number one tight end when he was coming out of college. Now that they know how to utilize him and they use him as
Yeah,
basically a trucking guy, Steelers have been on a roll. So I'm going Steelers as well. This is a big game.
yeah.
Jags versus Colts.
It's a huge game.
Phillip Rivers hasn't lost the game. And you starting to see he's starting to get comfortable a little
Yeah,
bit. He utilized Ty Warren, not as much as he should, but I think in this upcoming game he's going to use him a little bit more. Jags defense has been playing out of their mind. Uh, Trevor Lawrence played well, but
yeah,
we know this is about to be the down game. What are
yeah.
your thoughts on this?
Oh man, this is I still got this game. This game is I think this game is going to be a really good game. Between those two, and we see how the Jaguars play when Trevor Lawrence play good. If Trevor Lawrence can play good,
Mm-hmm.
if he just plays good, if he plays good, I think the Jaguars are just about unbeatable. I think they're just about unbeatable. Because sometimes they'll win despite of them. You know what I'm saying? In spite of
Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. But like you mentioned, Phillip Rivers. He looks extra comfortable. That's why I thought they would have gave him a week before they threw him right into the fire against the Seahawks the first week back in the NFL after 5 years.
Right.
But hey, that goes to say that people that are not as athletically gifted, you know what I'm saying, that can't run.
Mm-hmm.
He's been standing aside. His game doesn't change.
Right.
His game
Yeah.
doesn't change at all. It's not like he outrun anybody ever. You know what I
Right.
mean? So, but with that being said, I feel like the Jaguars defense it'll hold up enough. Unless if Trevor Lawrence has a couple turnovers, the Colts going to win. But I think this would be a close one. I got the Jags probably winning by. I got Jags winning by like 3.
Because it's a divisional game,
Yeah.
and it's one of those games where the Jags might overlook the Colts slightly. I'm going to go Colts in this game. I think their receiving core is better than the Jags secondary. And I
You know what?
think that's where they're going to get him. I think they're going to get him. They're going to utilize Ty Warren coming across that middle, and then they're
Yeah.
going to beat him deep. I think that the Jags will shut down the Colts running game, but I do think that their receiving core will pick up the slack. And like I said, I think we'll probably see Ty Warren have a huge game in this game because there's nobody on the Jags defense to really defend a tight end of his caliber. So I think that that's what we're going to see in this game. So I'm going Colts, you going Jags. Next is
I'm gonna switch my pick. I'm gonna switch it. I'm gonna go yeah.
You going to Coastal?
Yeah. I'm going to Colts, man. I just feel like it's gonna be Trevor Lawrence. It's gonna be a Trevor Lawrence day.
Yeah. So next is the Saints Titans. The Saints came up big against Carolina.
Yep.
That was a huge loss, but they seem to be on a stride. The Titans played well in their games, but I think this is a loss for them. What's your thoughts on this game?
Hey, we said all season long about the New Orleans Saints. We said the same
Mm-hmm.
thing. We said, hey man, they're actually they're just a couple of close games away from actually
Winning.
having having a winning record and actually probably being top of the NFC South. That's how close a lot of their games been. And then with Shuck playing a whole lot better, even though he low key an actor, actor on the field, and he came out and said it himself. But yeah, neither here nor there. The Titans, the Titans got their 2 wins of the season. They're one game above what I thought they would have gotten. But with the Saints playing the way they are, they're trying to build on next year um, by adding the continuity and everything else that they have going on the last games. I think they're on the 2-game, maybe 3-game winning streak, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I
But
think it's yeah, I think it's
I
three.
got I got the Saints winning this one.
Yeah, I got the Saints too. Defensively, they're looking good. Offensively, they're very solid now. They seem
Yep.
to have found their stride. So I'm going Saints as well. Oh, big game for your boys. Seahawks
Yeah.
versus the Panthers. This is a pretty good matchup, especially when you think about it. The problem is J.C. Horn has had his mistakes, and he's
Yep.
going up
Yeah.
against probably one of the fastest receivers in the league who doesn't
Yeah.
drop anything.
No.
So with that. What's your thoughts on this game?
This is going to be a good game if the pass rush can get home to Sam Donald. The only thing you got to do is touch him a couple of times in that pocket. That will have a big effect on the game. If they can't get a hold of Sam Donald, man, he's going to cook the Carolina Panthers, man. That's just what he does if he doesn't have any happy feet in the pocket. When he gets happy feet is when you start seeing him throw those interceptions to become the Sam Donald that we know. This is the second game in a row that we got a former Carolina Panther quarterback
Mhm.
going against them. It's going to be 3 games in a row against the Bucks again on week
Yeah,
18.
Bucks. Yeah.
Yeah, but this game is at home to Carolina. Um, Not sure how this game is going to really turn out, but every time the Carolina Panthers haven't won back-to-back games all year. They haven't. But they seem to. This point spread is like 7, so the
Uh-huh.
Carolina Panthers they're getting more respect. Um, versus 13 and 12 like they did it before against the Rams and the Packers. I both teams need it. Both teams need the game.
Right.
So it's going to be a fight. I'm gonna just go. I'm gonna go with Carolina because they end up pulling up upsets when you least expect them to do it.
I'm going Seahawks in this. I
Yeah,
think the Seahawks, they're going to jump on them early, like they've been doing for everybody and every team. And I
yeah,
think that it's going to be hard for them to fight back. I think
yeah,
we'll probably see Bryce struggle in this game because he's going to be forced to throw so much. I can
yeah,
see
yeah.
Bryce having like a 25 for 51 type of evening, and
Woo!
that's a lot of passing. But
That's a lot of passing.
yeah, but I think it's not going to be a choice. He's not going to have a choice. So for that, I'm going to Seahawks in this game. Next is the Carolina Panthers and the Cincinnati Bengals. Who you got in this game?
You said who in the Cincinnati Bengals is the
The I mean, I'm sorry, Arizona Cardinals.
oh I'm a roll with the Arizona Cardinals on this one. It's gonna be a high scoring game between those two.
Yeah, I'm with you too. I think the Cardinals. I think this is where Jacoby Brissett finally gets his win, and that's going to be a big deal for him. So I'm going Cardinals in this game as well. The battle of the worst. The Giants versus the Raiders. Who you got in that game?
Hey, you know what? The Giants are favorite, but I'm gonna pick up on the Raiders. The Raiders are finally gonna give them a game.
I'm going Raiders too because last week they actually seemed like they were trying to win that game. I
Yeah,
think that with the Jackson Dart, I think that like people talk about running quarterbacks, they don't talk about how much he gets blasted, and I think that that's going to be a massive problem for him. And I think that Geno's going to pull out the win. I'm going Raiders as well.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm going Raiders as well. Next is the Eagles Bills game that means something for
Hey.
playoff positioning. Who you got in this game?
Whew, let's see, man. There's a lot of implications here. Bills need it. The Eagles, they all fight for position, to be honest with you. So
Hmm.
I'm a make a long story short. I'm gonna go Bills. I'm gonna go Bills on this one. I just feel like between James Cook and Josh Allen, between the running game and somewhat of the passing game, they'll make it work somehow, some way. One game's gonna open up the other. Whether it's the passing game open up the running game open up the passing game.
I'm going Eagles in this game. I think that when it comes to Josh Allen, he's the only threat, and I think that what the Eagles are going to do, they're going to focus on stopping the run and stopping
Yeah,
Josh Allen, and then that's going to take them completely out the game. So I'm going Eagles in this game. Next is the Bears 49ers battle of I mean, the Bears are number one at this point. But there's an opportunity. I mean, they're not number one. The Bears are number one in their division. But the 49ers are not too far. Again, they're jockeying for playoff position. What are your thoughts on this?
Ooh, I think this is a Sunday night game. I think
Yeah,
it's
it's
Sunday
Sunday
night.
night. It's the Sunday
Yeah,
night
Sunday
game.
night game. Man, this is going to be a heck of a game. It honestly it all comes down to the quarterback play on this one. Because Brock Purdy can have a good game, but he can also throw a lot of interceptions. Same thing with Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams can have a good game, but also get a little flustered if he's not able to run out and flush out the pocket and throw a miracle pass that he's done in the past 3 games, I believe. Oh man, but with the 49ers got the home field advantage. I'm a roll with 49ers on this one. It's gonna be a very good game. But the Bears have actually absolutely surprised me this year to make the biggest turnaround, I think, from losing the season last year to almost winning the conference.
Yeah, yeah, and
That'd be crazy.
I think they're going to win it. They're going to win it. It's no doubt about it.
Yeah,
They're going to win it. They got
yeah,
the better record. They're going to. I don't know if they're going to win the conference. Maybe I should take that back. They're going to definitely win their division,
yeah,
but
yeah,
they're strong. I got the Bears in this game. I
yeah,
do feel
yeah,
that the Bears getting away from the cold for once. And actually, Caleb is back, is basically going to be back in that USC hometown. So I think that that's going to give him an opportunity to really sit up there and play very well in this game. And I think that the Bears take them and beat them. Like, I think they beat
yeah.
them bad. So with that, I'm going Bears in this game. Last but not least, final game, the Rams versus the Falcons. Normally when Kirk Cousins goes up against a quarterback that's above him when it comes
Yeah.
to throwing the ball, Kirk then tries to show he can throw the ball too, and that's where he makes his mistakes. So, what are your thoughts on this game?
I'm not sure Devontae Adams playing on this game because I know he had a hamstring. So
Yeah, he's out. I think he's
yeah.
out this game.
Okay, so if the Devontae Adams not playing, it don't matter. It don't matter because Matt Stafford he makes it work. Puka Nacua, if the problem is trying to play in Puka Nacua. He's good. He's good at running against zones. Uh, I think Kirk Cousins is gonna have a Kirk Cousins type of bad game. I'm gonna roll with the Rams. I'm rolling with the Rams. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going Rams too. I think that Drake London and Kyle Pitts are both out. So basically,
Oh,
both teams are without top level receivers, but the Rams still got other guys that are
yeah,
better, and they got a more solid running game. It's sad to see Bijan Robinson's season. Not, I mean, he's still 1,000-something yard running back. It's
yeah.
just that he didn't have the explosion that we thought he was going to have this year. But when it comes down to it, Matthew Stafford is on this MVP role. He should
Yeah,
also be considered for Offensive Player of the Year because he's done a fantastic job this
yeah.
season. So I hope they don't do that separation of the two. But he's done a fantastic job this season. So with that, I am going Rams. And with that, those are our picks for the week, what, 17, week 16, 17,
Yeah,
16, something like
we always upset. It's got to be 17, 17.
What's your bets for the week, Jeremiah?
All right, so we're gonna make this quick and easy. We got C Mac. We got him over five receptions plus. He's gonna receive the ball. He's gonna receive it. You'll make something off of that. It's about guaranteed. Not saying he's gonna go with 50 yards reception. He's got to catch the ball 5 times. Uh, and then I got the Colts versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. I got the Colts covering the spread. It's 5.5 points. Divisional game. Should be a good game. Phillip Rivers should be pretty much back to being Phillip Rivers. I think he can get him between 5.5 because it's a divisional game.
And
So those are my bets for the week.
And with that being said, that is the Frustrated Fan Sports Show. Of course, as y'all know, when it comes to seeing Jeremiah, that's it is what it is. Y'all get out there, y'all like, share, and subscribe. Other than that, this has been your man John Fortune along with Jeremiah Street, and this has been the Frustrated Fan Sports Show.